Hello everyone, and welcome back. I'm using commentary for this video because I have had a lot of friends and some people that I've seen in some of the City Opera Army Discords having very tough times with this one fight in particular. It is Benevelza, and Benevelza has been very, how's the greatest way to describe this, buffed up. His HP has gone from being very trivial in the story mode version to being an insanely high, just HP punching bag in this situation. And a lot of people are struggling because they can't bring either single target moves that are physical damage dealers, or they're kind of messing up their timing. So this video, I wanted to talk about how you can do it in a defensive manner, be able to keep everybody protected. It does feature two synergy characters, which would be both Hope and Aerith. But in this situation, you can focus on just having Aerith being like the main BT in the party, and she's going to also be helping out with keeping the party from being broken. There's going to be Hope working in synergy along with Beatrix to have high defenses and be able to again keep the party from being broken. And Beatrix here for being outstanding off-turn damage in this situation here. And on top of that, she actually has a fairly good synergy in between these two over here in order for her to really be able to still continuously provide damage and support in this fight. The major thing I'm coming across with a lot of people is that they're trying to zoom through the fight and only spend like 5, maybe 10 minutes on it. And if you don't have the correct team comp, or if you're not timing things correctly, people are struggling. Or if they don't have certain characters built, again, they're still struggling. So the idea is to maximize defense while being able to keep good offense in the situation. So this is where this team comp comes in. Luna Freya is going to be here to grant Hope additional turns and to increase Beatrix's damage output. Leo is to also be here to increase the entire party's damage output. And we have Garnet here to help for Beatrix's force on call, but we'll go over that as we go in. The key to this fight is diligence and slow and steady. If you try to bulldoze it and you don't have the correct units, you will not win. Like, bulldozing is fine if you have the correct units, but if you don't, you're going to be looking very silly. Alright, so starting off, Beatrix is going to be up first. So even if we are doing low brave hits, we are still able to do the damage that we need to do here. Alright, so I did start off with an HP attack from Aerith, but there's reasons for that. And because of the recast here, you really want to use Hope's Brave attack to keep him with Brave. Okay, easy wins here. Alright, so from the start of the fight, you can press Aerith's BT button. And technically, I know she's got buffs all over the place. Because she has buffs all over the place, she won't get her BT buff, and this is fine. The main objective is to have Hope keep part of the HP party overflow, and have Beatrix pretty much almost kind of steer the damage here. And it works in this fashion too, because Hope can be easily broken, because if you use Last Resort, for example, he doesn't retain Brave at the end of it. Which leaves him open to break. However, in this situation here, it isn't going to be so much an issue. It's just making sure that you, on recast turns, and if Hope's the last member to act, you use his Brave hit. He retains Brave that way. Let's see. And since Aerith is really just going to be here to be a BT effect and protect against debuffs. and a follow-up. Yes. Oh yeah, okay. You get plenty of stuff. Yeah. You can FR charge a little bit here. And again, Aerith is going to be constantly blasting things off from the side. And hope can be broken, again, as long as the recast is not going up. Alright, so because we're coming up on Beatrix's force time, we're going to give the other two holy prayers. Because, again, Aerith won't be able to press buttons. Return on Leo. In first, FR time is going to be active. I should have used shock, to be honest, but unfortunately, one of her turns are going to be kind of low for damage, but that's fine. And because we have recast here, and since these shields are about to go off, this will give him bravery fun, so he should be safe. And for the record, in the middle of building this team, each unit still has all of their artifacts on. I did not take off anybody's speed passive, so everybody still has their maximum speed they would get from their regular setup. And we just keep doing damage here. You can do this with Aerith. You can beef up the FR times, but if you do it earlier, you get higher damage returns. If you do it later, it's still better to hold off on Aerith buffing till later. So there's going to be a reason for that. For right now, we're just going to use and see what we do. We'll take 0. Alright. Well, since Hope is up, we can just use an HP command with him. And again, we're holding Aerith's FR Echo to make sure that we're able to bring more damage later. For this one, you can have her do it earlier, but it's going to have bigger damage result in the earlier part of the fight, and you kind of want to pick stuff up in the later portion. Okay, and the Leo effect is now gone, but we are at 78 with one more counter about to kick in. And if you really want to be aggressive, you can drop a summon here if you really want, but I'm going to actually hold for another FR time later down the line, so we're just going to do that here. Remember, on recast, you have to use Hope's his Brave command, not his HP command. You want him to retain Brave. Since Beatrix is here, again, she's very helpful with countering. With Aerith, you have an option to do FR charging if you want, but I'm making it very aggressive here, just because we have Hope for FR charging, and when Hope's FR charging abilities kind of fall short, then we'll have Aerith again. Let's see. What are these one-turn buffs? Precision and D-Shell. So the next time that we go into FR time, we want to go into it with Hope. Okay, so because we were kind of close to it, I'm gonna have to spam here a little bit. Kind of sort of a waste too in this situation because he's kind of burning through his skills relatively quick, but alright. So next, we want to make sure that we're giving buffs to Beatrix again for this FR time. So we used Luna Freya here in order to give a couple more turns. We don't need to do that. Okay. And what's about to fall off? Okay, Beatrix is off, and we gotta use Thunder Slash again regardless, so we use the HP command here. Alright. Again, still safe. 70% going into the next FR time. Okay. So we use the one assist here, build up the FR time, and I'm going to cut get copyright claimed. So basically, right now, we're just holding HP attack. Well, I can hold off on that. And next one. So, after the second FR time, you'll see the boss ultimately around 50. So as long as there is no recast, again, you're okay. The recast is kind of the majorly important thing here. Alright. We have one turn left on that. So I'm going to use Shock here, just to reset the buff count. And recast 2 of them back to back. Ugh, alright. Alright, and you'll notice that he's picking back up in speed again. So, I can do another FR time, and I can use Host. Because right now he has become very defensive. But, I kind of want to hold off on that. And again, because he is in a very angry state, you want to make sure that you are keeping yourself protected. Okay. So technically, we can do FR charging now with Aerith here. And quickly apply the Holy Prayer buff to both of these two here, to both Hope and the Hope and Beatrix. Aerith, again, will not get it, and it's absolutely fine. Like, she doesn't need it. And again, we're going into Beatrix's FR. So again, we may not be hitting anything right now, but it's fine. So we're going to be good until later. And even if they are hitting for one brave, they still hit for a lot. So it's fine. Okay. I probably should have used shock, but we're gonna hold off on it because his speed is actually dropped, and I think he only has D-Shell at the moment, so that's fine. I will do that next turn for Hope. And we're holding off on Aerith's her next FR Echoes into Hope FR Creature. Technically, we're going into another portion of time here because it is going on 21, but ideally, this is really just the long way about it. This is just playing very safe with it, and it guarantees you a win versus having to do confusion with speed running. Like if you speed run, it's going to be kind of problematic. I like how the other two just didn't feel like it. But for right now, though, you should be coming close to the end of the fight here. Alright, and everybody's protected, everybody's good, Angry Recast kicks in. Alright, it is now time for Hope to do his one last job here. Alright. Alright. Should be close enough to where we shouldn't have any issues here. That last one should be D-Shell up front. And we just want to get as many buffs up as possible. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Alright, and there's the stagger. Have Aerith beef up. Okay. And next, Beatrix turn here. Alright, last threshold. And technically he is not on a recast yet. He may be looking at Beatrix, but he isn't saying all, and it's not glowing red for some reason, so we're going to take advantage of it. Alright. And we just come down to the finish. The last shot. And we just Hope does not seem to have a nuke option in this situation because we just used his last D shell, but it's fine. He can drop a meteor, I think, or he dropped a satellite, I think. The next one is going to be Beatrix. Very easy. There you go. You have all of your FRs used. Everybody had damage spaced out, and everybody lined up perfectly. Nobody got broken, except Hope, like twice, but like, it was on a whole other situation that didn't even regard going towards that. This will be your end result. 55 turns, you can do a little bit faster if you want to be very aggressive at the start, but this team comp is a guaranteed win. The only thing you have to do is just have proper setup, timing, and patience. Yes, Beatrix will have her 5 out of 5 ultimate weapon, but I think Aerith has like maybe 1 out of 5, and Hope is sitting at 0 out of 5. So technically speaking, it's very still doable. If you do a 0 out of 5 Beatrix, like 0 out of 5 Greatsword on Beatrix, maybe a different result, maybe a little bit longer, but even still, spacing things out, you still win, no matter what. And again, hopefully this video helps everybody out. You can do a defensive route. and you can still very much win. If you do an offensive team, it's going to be a little bit faster, but even still, guarantee yourself a win. Don't give yourself a headache. Versus doing a speed cleave, and you most likely get killed because you brought a physical attacker. But until next time, guys, take care.